Rabbi Shlomo Katz, shalom.
Shalom Uvracha Yoni.
Community rabbi in Efrat, educator, musician, of course. We're speaking today as we're marking 30 years since the passing of Reb Shlomo Katz. 30 years after, he's still with us. What's the secret?
I think if I know, it wouldn't be a secret. So I don't know. I'm just opening my eyes and my heart to the Am, to the people. It's like never before. There's never been a phenomenon like this in recent history where we see what's going on here. It's hard to really comprehend, but we see that our generation, this generation, and the younger generation is thirstier and hungrier than ever for authenticity. Mm-hmm. There's something about the spirit of Reb Shlomo that forces a person to discover what that is. It's not about him. I don't think it's about him. And I mean, you do have always the real crazy diehard fans that said that you have that. But I think in the Klal, his spirit, his Torah, his teaching, his message, his music is really pushing people to really get in touch with what's authentic about them because they feel something so real. And then they ask themselves, Rega, it's not outside, it's inside. Where is it in me?
Now, there's a feeling like it was relevant back then, in his time, and maybe there was an era or an age when it was less. There was more cynical spirit in the world, and now we're back to authenticity. Do you feel that?
I definitely feel that. I haven't been to the grave site. I mean, I'm a Kohen, so I can't really go that close, but I haven't been to that scene where they gather on the afternoon of the ARUTZ site in many years. It was getting too, like you said, like, I don't know, I couldn't really feel connected there. And I wanted to go and it was quiet. But I decided this year for the 30th year to Dafka go then. I just couldn't. They closed down Har Menuchot.
Because of that. And
you couldn't get in or out. I myself got stuck there for 45 minutes in my car. It was a flocking of thirsty souls. And you look at all of them and thousands of them were not even alive when he was born, and they're missing someone so intensely that they never met. Where did this ever happen before? It's something that's still brewing. I think we haven't seen anything yet. I think this, whatever this is only the beginning stages of something much bigger.
Wow. Now, we've been through a difficult year. We're in the midst of challenges. And now we see how music helps so much and it strengthens, and you're feeling that as well, and also in his spirit.
Without a doubt. This past year brought about this new phenomena that's been happening at many, many different Sheva houses. It's not for everyone, but many people feel the need, less talking and just singing, to be a real consolation. And not just me, anyone that's in this field that knows someone that has a contact with a musician, brings them
even in funerals we've seen.
At funerals, the strongest moments of different funerals have been the moment that mamash right there by the burial, singing. His songs have been such a crucial part of the consolation of Am Yisrael this past year, whether it's Sheva houses, the funerals.
We're also seeing the families of hostages singing the Manachai.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's as if he planted all those seeds for today. That's what it feels like.
Now, you're a community rabbi these days. We've met as you were a musician throughout the years. And now, as a community leader, as a community rabbi, you continue to use all the tools, right? The music, the soul, the spirit, the Torah, the halacha. Everything goes together in that role as a community rabbi?
That's in my situation, that's really what it's been. I never thought I would end up being a community rabbi. We spent many, many interviews and different gatherings when it was just music and music. I personally felt that what I was receiving from the Torah of Reb Shlomo that touched my heart, so it continues to touch my heart in such a profound way, that there was a need for leadership. And but within the leadership, it doesn't mean, okay, there's no guitar now. It's part of it. It doesn't mean there's no, sitting together and going deeper and deeper. It's also there. Even if I never sang another one of his songs or never quoted him or said his name, it's apparent in everything that we do. Mm-hmm. And it's really also been just like a tremendous source of bringing people from the outside that want to feel something real and authentic. And the shul, Shirat David in Efrat, has been like this source of, there's someone waiting for you in here. Come.
Now, we mentioned that the spirit is very relevant these days, but also in the field of music, at least we're feeling this in Israel very much, that there's much openness to Jewish content in music. On the most regular mainstream radio stations, we're hearing words of Torah, words from the Bible, and that's also something that we're feeling these days and is so relevant to the spirit that Reb Shlomo brought.
And those artists that you're referring to are very much influenced directly from him. I'm not guessing this, I know this for a fact, because these are the conversations that I have with these incredible souls that God put into the world now to be shlichim, to be emissaries, to bring this out. And it's each in their own way, but they each have been very much inspired and feel the love from the world of Reb Shlomo that's pushed them to really take things to the next level.
So what's next? When you put yourself and you say, okay, in light of Reb Shlomo, there's a few more missions that we have as a community, as a nation, as a people, and as Reb Shlomo Katz.
Deep questions, Yoni. Deep questions. This is what's next. I think that we haven't even scratched the surface regarding his world of teaching, of Torah. That's something that I've been working on for many years. Thank God we completed now a perush of his on the Chumash called Even Shlomo. It's something I've been working on for 22 years. And there's a lot of those types of projects in the work where it's about his words, his message, his healing message. The way he understood what Hashem wanted from us is unparalleled to anything that I know of. Mm-hmm. So that's just on a project level. There are also, by the way, hundreds of songs of his that the world doesn't know, that is still finding in different archives and collections. But I think that message of open your hearts, or the deepest depths, people would hear it and be like, oh, that's so Carlebachian and it's so cute and sweet. Today, if we're not going to open our hearts and go to the deepest depths and take that as seriously as all the other halachic things that we take that seriously, we're missing the point.
A very important message. Reb Shlomo Katz, remembering Reb Shlomo Katz, 30 years since his passing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yoni.
Give me